Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf Edwards and welcome to part 41 of the American Show. Let us begin. So, of course, Joey was in her bed. She was in her bed. She was waking up. All things considered, it was for lack of a better word, a beautiful dream, full of tears and goodness all around. But now she was waking up, she does a big stretch, obviously. After that, she rips the covers off, and she gets out of the bed. Then she goes to her bathroom and she takes her clothes off and she goes to take a shower. She does that. After that, she washes her hands. Then after that, of course, she goes to her bedroom so she can just, find her clothes so she can go to work. She goes to the bedroom. She opens up her closet. She grabs her clothes and then she puts them on. Then she, of course, gets ready for breakfast, which was a small one because she did not want to run late. So she she makes herself a quick sandwich, and for the rest of the morning, for a half hour, she begins eating her breakfast. All of a sudden, she hears the phone ring. She then goes to her phone room. After that, she answers her phone, and then it is Robert who tells her the bad news. The bad news being that, of course, Beatrice and, of course, Princess Jennifer had caused a car accident between Abigail and Margaret. Abigail and Margaret are currently in the hospital, and she is, needless to say, enraged by this whole situation, and so she leaves her, and so she hangs up the phone. She runs out of there out of pure anger, and of course, she is ready to kick the hell out of her sister. Just beat the crap out of her, she says to herself. Your mom will understand. And if the princess gets involved, well, she's going to have to get her butt kicked also, she says to herself as she's walking outside. Then she gets in her car. After that, she, of course, closes the door and she puts her seatbelt on. And she puts the keys in the ignition, and then she leaves to make a trip down to where Jennifer is now staying at, which was her apartment, where she knew that the princess was staying. Well, was Beatrice, that she knew Beatrice was staying at. And so, she just came by and she drove to her house or apartment. She drove to the princess's apartment. She opens up the door and she immediately starts to beat her sister up. Joey is not happy about what Beatrice and the princess, about what they did, and she wants to take it out on the perpetrators of this situation. And of course, Beatrice fights back, and she is not, a quitter, and so she's, fighting her back as well. But Joey is not backing down, and neither is the princess. She is making a plan to attack her from behind. But Beatrice says no. She says, no, don't do that. After that, she is getting beat up, and of course, the princess cannot take her friend being attacked like this. So she attacks her back. She is attacking her. They have a bit of argument about whether or not that was a good thing or not. Beatrice says no, the princess says yes. Meanwhile, they're both being attacked once again by Joey. She is kicking their butts all over the place. It is really violent. After the violence is over and the blood has been shed by both women, by all three women, Joey leaves. She gets back in her car and she leaves, appreciating herself for, in her opinion, a job well done. Then she says to herself, I need to go to the hospital. I am not going to make it to work. So before she makes it to the hospital to visit, of course, her friends, Abigail and Margaret, before she does that, goes back to her apartment. She picks up the phone. Joey gets out of the car, I should say. She gets out of the car. She leaves the car. She, of course, gets in her apartment. Then she, of course, just goes to the phone room. After that, she makes it to the phone room. She dials the phone number and she calls her bosses. She says, hey, I have some bad news. I'm not going to be able to make it to work today or tonight because Abigail and Margaret has been in a car accident, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time there. And if you want to find me, that's fine. I'm not gonna be angry about that. I just hope that you know that I just wanted to spend time with my friends during this difficult time in their lives. I hope you understand. Then the boss said, yeah, of course I do. Take our time and leave, no big deal. After that, she hangs up the phone. She leaves back She leaves once again out of her apartment. She goes to her car once again. She buckles back her seatbelt on. She puts back her seatbelt, and she leaves once again to the apartment. Well, to the hospital, of course, Beatrice. No, that happened earlier. She leaves to go to the hospital, to visit, of course, Abigail and Margaret. She buckles back her seatbelt and she begins to drive. She makes it to the hospital. Then she gets out, she pulls up. She, of course, gets out of the car. Then she makes it to their room. And then after that, they greet her. They say hi. She says hi. She says hi back. And immediately she begins to cry for her friends. They say, don't worry, we will recover. And do you know who did this, right? Yeah, of course I did. I had a bit of a confrontation before I got to you. And then Abigail said, a little bit afraid about what the answer is going to be. She says, what kind of competition? Well, we got into a fight. What kind of fight? A physical one. Oh, that's why there's a cut on your cheek. Yes, precisely. Well, okay. Fancy pants. Oh, God damn it. Would you like to know my answer? Yes. Just say you're white, man. Just say you're white. That's all you have to say. Okay, alright. You're right. Okay. Stop being fancy, man. Okay, calm down, bro. I get it. You don't like fancy people. I do like fancy people. I just don't like when you're fancy. Okay. That's a little bit weird, but I'm going on the side. Because you are hurt. And I don't want to get into an argument with you. And also, I'm a little bit afraid of you also. Well, I'm a little bit afraid of you. Really? That never hit my ears before. Why do you do this exactly? I already pushed my luck with the first line of questioning. Like, did you have a conversation? Well, did you have a conversation with them? You said yes. Then I said, what kind of conversation? A physical one or a fight? You said fight. Well, I said fight. Yes. Thank you, Margaret. I appreciate it. You're welcome, honey. Did you say a physical one? So yeah, due to the fact that you are you were a boxer once upon a time, an amateur one, but a boxer nevertheless. I'm a bit afraid of you, I would say. No need, girl. No need. I'm on your side, girl. Yeah, but it wasn't always that way. It wasn't. What do you mean? Before you didn't believe me when I told you that your sister was a murderer. And, if I wasn't careful, I was gonna get my ass kicked. You goddamn right you were. but you didn't. And I do believe you now. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So, are you going to file a lawsuit? Already did, but, I'm going to have to file another one, I think. Okay, how's your lawyer gonna feel about that? Well, the hospital don't allow phone calls. Or at least this kind of hospital doesn't. That's a little bit weird. What's going on? That's really suspicious. Don't worry, it's fine. Everything is fine. Okay, Abigail. If you say so. Why you gonna say it like that? Why did you have to say it like that? What? If you say so. It's true. Alright. Okay. I just found it a little bit weird that they don't allow phone calls. Why do you think that is? I don't know. I mean, now that I think about it, maybe you have a point there. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. I'm very sure there's a good reason for it, I guess, but I can't find one right now. But don't worry, there's no need overthinking there's no need to think about that right now. What we are focusing on is your recovery. Don't worry about a thing. Okay, if you say so. Sorry I keep saying that, by the way. And then Abigail said, you said it twice, girl. Calm down. You said it 2 times. You said that word 2 times. Calm down. It's not a big deal. But somebody's getting snappy. Sorry. I just hadn't eaten yet. Sorry for that. No problem. I'll leave now. Well, thank you for visiting, girl, Margaret said. Don't mention it, Joey said. I'll always be there for you guys. Well, thank you, Abigail said. You're welcome, Abigail, Joey said. Joey says back. Then she leaves the room, and she's walking out of the hospital as well. She leaves the hospital, she gets her car, and of course, she gets back in her car, like I said before, buckles up her seatbelt, and now she was going back home. After that, she pulls up to the apartment. She gets out of the car. She, of course, after pulling up and so on and so forth. After that, she opens the door to her apartment, and of course, once again, because it was dinner time, obviously, Patrick was there waiting for her, who was cooking. Well, he was no. So she opens the door, and Patrick is cooking dinner for the both of them to eat. After that, she says hi to him. He says hi back. He's about to serve dinner. She sits down. Then after that, they begin eating dinner together as friends. After that, they are tired. So Joey goes back to her bedroom and she begins taking off everything for the day or for the night. She she takes everything off. Then she goes to her bedroom closet. Once again, grabs some pajamas, puts them on, and after that, she gets under the covers and she goes to sleep. And that was it. To be continued. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like or a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below telling me what you like about the video or hate about the video. And obviously you, yes you, all you wonderful people out there, next time. Bye bye for now.